Tristan, what is the one thing I mess around with all the time? Guns, isn't it? Weapons. Don't you think that when you're dealing with ballistics, you might have to have at least a basic knowledge of physics? Huh? Don't you? Don't you think? And then you top it all by saying, well, Von Helton is a nobody because he gets all of his information from going to the library and reading books. Newsflash, Tristan, we all get our information from books. Okay? None of us have been to Mars, none of us have been to Neptune or Pluto or any of that. We get all of our information from books. All of us do. You, me, everybody. But what is so funny, and what is so absolutely hilariously funny, is that I have gotten you atheists here on YouTube arguing with the greatest luminary minds in our world's history. Newton, Galileo, Einstein. I've got you arguing with them. You're not arguing with me, you're arguing with them. I'm only parroting what they have said in the past. And so I've got you atheists arguing with your own scientific, with the greatest scientific minds man has ever known. And I'm sitting back here laughing my ass off. You're not arguing with me. You're arguing with Einstein. You're arguing with Newton, and you're arguing with Galileo. You're not arguing with me. When I talk about magnetic forces and gravitational forces, that's Galileo. Well, it's Newton also. And then when I'm talking about different planes of existence and string theory and universal theory, and then I'm talking about Einstein. I'm talking about other luminary scientists. And you're sitting there arguing with the greatest minds in science. It's hilariously funny. And not one of you got from my example of the green sky that you would automatically know that the damn sky is blue. I didn't think that I would have to actually say, now, you think the sky is blue. I figured that you, as atheists, supposedly scientifically minded atheists especially, would automatically assume from my example that you were already thinking and believing that the sky was blue, and therefore, when I say the sky is green, you would then want me to prove it. I had no idea that I would have to sit and spell out every little jot and tittle for you clowns. I figured that you could assume from my example that you automatically believed that the sky was blue, I believed that it was green, and you would ask me to prove it, which is exactly what you would fucking do, because everybody on the freaking planet knows the sky is blue. Unfreaking believable. Unfreaking, not one of you dunderheads got it right. Not one of you. And then you sit there and you argue with Einstein. Well, go ahead on and argue with Einstein, but I tend to agree with Einstein. And then the particle disappears. Not one of you luminaries of the atheist community here on YouTube can tell me where the damn particle went to. Well, if you can't tell me where it went to, what gives you the qualification to tell me what my opinion of it might be? I might think it might have went to Pluto, for all I know. But in that area of where that particle went, is it not possible that God could exist there? Yeah, it is. So atheism is a crock of shit from the very beginning. Because atheism says there was no God, there is no God, and there never will be a God. That is atheism. So atheism falls flat on its face. Period. And by the way, you did not have to tell me. I can tell you were on the junk. Tell you what. I have it's beautiful in its simplicity. You ready for it? Get some rehab.
Alrighty, folks. In today's episode of Von Helton Schools the Masses, we're going to discuss what a hate video is.
When it's happening to you. It's easy to get on the internet and talk shit. You know, like I said, man, I think these people threw rocks at people in wheelchairs. That's what I think these people did when they were younger. Because that's the type of person they that's the picture I form in my mind when I look at these scumbags on YouTube and Google+. You know, they must have thrown rocks at kids in wheelchairs. You know, that's what I'm thinking. You know, special needs kids, man, they throw rocks at them. You know, I actually defended somebody back when I was younger that was having that done to him. There was a special needs boy in school, and people were literally throwing things at him. And I literally stood in between him and the people throwing stuff. That's what it takes to be a real person. Alright, folks. We're going to do some talking here. Just talk. No links, no nothing. Just me and you chatting. Alright. And the topic this time around is going to be energy conveyance. Energy conveyance. Alright, we are going to talk about the transfer of energy. Alright. Something that is actually near and dear to my heart, as a matter of fact. because that's one of the things I'm into is energy transfer. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
What did I say? I offered to run as vice president, and I talked about how Ross Perot had a tough time running as a third-party candidate, and all that good shit. He probably doesn't run the page. I don't know.
Does your daughter know that, Charlie? What does your daughter think about that, Charlie? Huh? Does she know? Did you tell her that part? Oh, you conveniently left that part out, didn't you, Charlie?
All right, folks. Energy transfer, energy conveyance. The transfer of energy, you would think, would be common knowledge to a pagan, right? You would think a pagan would know these things. What am I talking about? Well, there was a recent flap here a while back between myself and another pagan. And that other pagan had chosen to hang out with my haters and my trolls. And apparently this pagan does not know about energy transference, because they did not understand that when they went and hung out with people who hate me, that energy, that negative energy, is attached to them. And then when they make something with their hands, that negative energy then goes from them into the object they make. Now you say, well, Bon, I'm an atheist, I don't believe in that shit. Too bad, it's real. In fact, even science will tell you that energy does in fact transfer from one object to the other. Okay, so I don't give a fuck whether you're an atheist, a theist, doesn't matter. Energy transfers from one object to another, and science will tell you that if you do some research. Okay, so we're talking about a real thing here. Alright, so when someone hangs out with people of ill repute, people who are evil, people who do horrible things, that negative energy transfers to them. It does. And unless they do a cleansing ritual or some kind of means to remove that negative energy, it will reside with them no matter what they do. Now, this individual kept trying to say that they were a neutral person. And that's all well and good, perhaps. But that doesn't belie the fact that energy gets transferred every time this person would go and post with these other people, hang out with these other people on the internet. You know, because some of you say, well, it's on the internet. How's the energy? Oh, my God, the energy transfers even faster then, because the internet is a conduit. You understand? The internet's a conduit for energy. Energy transfers even faster via the internet. So, yeah, when you are on the internet, and you are in a conversation with people who are doing evil things, that energy transfers to you. And then if you make something with your hands, that energy then goes from you to that object. And this is why I had to remove certain artifacts out of my home. Because this individual, despite my talking to them, both privately and publicly, to stay away from said individuals, refused to do so. And so as a result, I had to take certain artifacts out of my home. Because I cannot have that kind of negative energy around my children, okay? I have children to protect.
I'm hearing about more and more and more decadence. And yeah, I'm having trouble talking because I ain't got no damn teeth, yeah. But,
Alright, folks, this video is going to be talking about totems. If you don't know what the hell a totem is, this video is not for you. Simple as that, right? That's pretty simple, right? If you don't know what a totem is, this video is not for you. If you're an atheist, this video is not for you. But if you're a spiritualist, or a healer, or a shaman, or any type of spiritualist, any type of religious or spiritual person, you'll know what a totem is, and you understand the significance of it, and then we will discuss that. But if you're an atheist, this video ain't going to do shit. Alright, so go do what atheists do, I guess. Anyways, I'm going to talk about my totem. I'm going to talk about, something that I personally saw with my own eyes and experienced, and various and sundry other things, and, we're going to have some discussion. And, timing is everything, and there's some timing involved, and so we'll get into that. And so, anyways, without further ado, let's get into it.
Does your daughter know that, Charlie? What does your daughter think about that, Charlie? Huh? Does she know? Did you tell her that part? Oh, you conveniently left that part out, didn't you, Charlie?
Alrighty, folks. Just talking this time. A few random things that needs to be discussed and shit, so. Just talk this time. No links, no news articles, no nothing of the kind. Just me talking my opinion this time. Nothing else. Pretty sure opinions are still legal, but I better check because the thought police on the internet, right? I tell you what, man, every time I turn around, that's hate speech, that's not good, you can't, we're gonna ban you, we're gonna block you, we're gonna get rid of you. So I better check and make sure that my opinions are still allowed on the internet, because some people's opinions, I don't get no opinion. They're allowed to sit there and talk shit about me for years, literally. But when I go to defend myself or try to give my opinion, I ain't allowed to say nothing. What a load of shit that is. But nevertheless, that's happened quite a few times, and way too often. And that needs to be fixed too. The only thing that's going to fix it though is a high-powered lawyer, and I don't have enough for a high-powered lawyer. I got enough for a lawyer, but I don't have enough for a high-powered lawyer. which is kind of a downer. But anyway, just talk this time, so let's get into it.
I've got a message for all the scumbags, losers, killers, and haters of this world. Evil must be punished.
My life is ruined! My wife's life is ruined! My children's lives are ruined!
I know, Vaughn.
You've destroyed everything that cares anything about me and anything that I care about. Why? Why in the fuck did you do this to me for? What evil did I do to you to deserve for you to destroy my marriage and my family? What in the fuck did I do to you assholes to destroy my family? What did I do to you? Tell me what evil I did to you to deserve you running my wife into the arms of another man. What was it? What was that evil thing that I did to you to deserve this shit? What was it? Tell me. Answer the fucking question.
Okay.
Shut up, everybody. I want to hear an answer. I want an answer.
Okay. Take a deep breath, Vaughn, okay? I'm sorry these people
Take a
are doing
deep breath, my ass. Take a deep breath, my ass. This isn't funny. She's with another man because of you assholes. She's with another man because of you assholes. And I want an answer, goddammit.
Vaughn, I'm your friend, okay?
I don't think any of you are my goddamn friend.
Well,
I don't think any of you are. If you were, you'd have told my wife, don't leave your husband and your children. Get your ass back home where you belong.
I would have.
Where you should have never left.
I would have had I known.
Instead of going into the arms of another man, sitting there talking to my wife on Facebook behind my back, sitting there telling her, your husband's no good, your husband ain't going to amount to anything, you need to leave there and go get you another man.
I know, Ron.
Well, what do you think she's going to do? Of course she's going to listen. Because you sit there and drilled it into her head year after year after year after year that her husband is no good. Of course she's going to fucking leave.
I know. Listen, though, Ron. Listen to me.
Listen to me, my ass. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this shit.
All right. So you're going to blame you, Control, and me for what happened?
I don't know who to blame. I don't care who's to blame. All I know is that if you guys were human beings, you would contact my wife and you would tell her, you would try to get that junk out of her head that you put in there. You would try to get it out of her head and tell her, honey, we were wrong. We were wrong to tell you to leave your husband. Please go back to your husband and stop this shit before you end up going to jail. And when she gets on that witness, shut up, everybody. When she gets on that witness stand and she tells all the fucking lies that you assholes have put into her head, she's going to jail for perjury. The judge will throw her ass in jail. Everybody down here knows who I am. You guys are right about that. Everybody down here knows who I am. They also know that I'm old-fashioned. I don't believe in hitting women. They also know that I'm an upstanding citizen and that I would never break the law. Everybody down here knows that. So when she gets on the witness stand and tells him all that bullshit that you put in her head, that I'm beating on her, that I'm threatening her life, that she's in fear for her life, when she gets on that witness stand and says that shit, the judge is going to look right at her and say, you have committed perjury. He's going to call for the bailiff. They're going to put the cuffs on her, and she's going to jail. Because every swinging dick down here knows that I never hit women. It's not in my nature. I'm old-fashioned. I don't believe in hitting women. And when she gets on the stand and starts that shit, the judge is going to throw her ass in jail for perjury. And you know it, and I know it. Now you get on, if you got a way to contact her, you tell her to get her ass back home to her family.
Calm down.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
You're gonna wake the kids.
Shut up!
Calm down.
I ain't waking the kids. They're way the fuck back there in the other end of the trail. Now you listen. Shut up! I said, shut the fuck up. Now you listen to me. When the 12th gets here, and we go into that courtroom, I'm going to get temporary custody of kids. You all know this. There's not a doubt about that. If the judge was going to give her the kids, he would have given her the kids back in February when we walked through that court. And you all know it. He never did. All right, everybody down here knows me and her. We've been in the fucking courtroom so many goddamn times. They know us on a first-name basis. Now, she's not getting the kids. On the 12th, she's not getting the kids. They will be given to me. All right, here's the problem. The problem is that on the 12th, if she's not willing to reconcile, the divorce will go forward. At minimum, she could see $700 a month. At minimum. She don't have it. And when she can't pay it, what do you think's going to happen to her? She's going right back to fucking jail again. Okay? That's the truth. Shut up! Shut up, all of you. That's the truth. Shut up! I don't give a fuck about your opinions. If you guys hadn't stuck your goddamn nose in my personal business, none of this shit would be happening. Now, you listen to me. You're going to put her in jail, and God only knows what's going to happen to her. She could be killed. She could. I mean, who knows? I don't even know. Okay, you have ruined her life. You have literally told her to leave her husband, to leave her children, and to go out here and be with another man that, for all I know, might be holding her against her will. When she called my mother and wanted to speak to the kids, she only was able to talk for like about 2 seconds, and then he snatched the phone out of her hand and hung it up. Mom wasn't even allowed to get 2 words in edgewise.
If she can't talk to your mother, how is she going to talk to us, Vaughn?
You're not listening.
I'm willing to help you.
You're not listening. Willing to help my ass. You are not, you lying whore. You have no intention.
I'm done with you.
You have no intention to help me, you lying ass. You lying fucking ass.
Oh my God, he did, but Congress blocked him. That's not his fault. It's not his fault. Congress blocked him.
He said he would be president.
Blocked him. It's not a
You want to know why we're never going to have a real president? I'll tell you why. Because every time we do get somebody that's actually trying, you guys call him a fake. You call him a fake. He hasn't even had a chance. He's not even been in office over 100 days, and you're already calling him a fake. We'll never have a good president because of this. We'll never have one. We'll never have a decent president, ever.
People gonna shout.
Oi, one at a time. If you keep calling him fake, we'll never have
People
one.
gonna shout all day long and be rude or
Holy shit! He ain't been in office over 100 days, and you guys are already calling him a fucking fraud.
Give me 20 minutes in Detroit, you bitch! Give me 20 minutes in Detroit, you bitch!
What's the matter with you people? What's the matter with you people?
I understand
He
that
ain't part of them. Newt Gingrich admitted on Fox News that he wasn't part of the elite. He admitted to it.
Get on the fucking ground and come here to Detroit, Von Helton. You bring your ass to Detroit. Give me 20 minutes, you cunt. I'll give you fucking 20 minutes before somebody takes your car.
Well, we're never going to get nothing done if you keep calling everybody that gets in office a faker.
I am one
Nothing will ever get done.
the opportunity to talk.
It'll never get done. Nothing will ever get changed.
Why don't you want to respect me in the same manner? Let me just blow my mic the hell out of there so I know that I'm the dominating one, as I don't want to shout over you. It would be nice to have a productive conversation, but we can see you are extremely passionate on this. Once again,
I'm
Trump
passionate
said
about
that
getting
he
somebody
would
in there that'll actually change this country for the better. You're right.
To abolish the Affordable Health Care Act in his first 100 days. Did he do that? No.
Yeah, you know why? Because Congress blocked him. Were you even paying attention? Congress has blocked him at every turn. Congress has blocked him at every turn. You haven't been paying attention. Or you don't want to pay attention.
People's medical insurance away, James. They took people's medical insurance away. Do you understand this? No, there's no replacement. They took people's medical.
There's no replacement, really.
Away.
Well, then, how's come they're drafting it right now as we speak?
Talk to Scott. Talk to Scott.
Well, it's not done yet. Hello, it's not done yet. You know, you guys are wanting shit done in less than 100 fucking days, and it ain't even been done yet. How about we get the task to get done for them. They're just now writing the goddamn thing. They're just now writing it. They're just now writing it. They haven't even voted on it yet.
We're not the ones that put out
haven't
the
even voted on
100-day
it yet.
promise.
You guys are
We
already
didn't
condemning it.
mandate that he put out a
You guys are
100-day
already
promise.
condemning
He
something that hasn't even been read yet.
willfully
Why are you
gave us
doing that?
a 100-day promise,
guys
and
obtuse?
he did not live up to one
No,
of
he
them.
ain't
So
done
since
that.
your
Let him
boy
get done.
did not live up to one of them,
For fuck's sake,
don't
you guys
blame
have
it
won-
on
you guys
us
have won
saying
20
it's
years
our
of fucking
100-day
waste done
promise.
in 4 years.
He's
You
the
guys
one
are
that
morons.
delivered
He
it.
can't do that. There's no physical human way that he can do 20 years of
Buddy,
bullshit
before
from
you
Obama
get
in 4 years. He
aneurysm
can't do it.
in your
He
head
can't
because
fix
you
it.
are passionate about this,
You're damn right
I'm not going to lower
We finally
myself
got
to your
somebody in there
shouting
that
game.
isn't tied to the
You
fucking
people in
elites, and you
text,
guys
have
are
a
sitting
good
here
day.
trash talking him.
Poncho Pete,
The very
thanks for
people
throwing the
that you
link
be
out there to
supporting him
join.
are trash
Felix,
talking
good
him.
luck on banging your head against this oak tree. Have a good day, y'all.
I'm not banging my head against
Bye, political.
oak tree, man. I'm a
My
union.
God, give the man a fucking chance. Holy
No
shit.
one's
What's the
giving
matter
him a
with you?
chance. Do you understand that your country?
Yeah, I do understand.
Your
Yes,
country
I do
is not
fucking
run by the
understand.
president. The
I
president
understand that this
doesn't
country
say
is under the control of 13 elite families, and we finally got somebody in there that's willing to fight against them. And you guys are in this room trash talking him.
Give the orders to shoot. The president doesn't give you your fucking medical insurance while you got your fucking hands out.
Hello, you
Your
gotta
unions,
you gotta
your
repeal
people,
it
shut
before
the
you can
fuck up.
replace it.
Don't lie to me, you're a liar. I'm calling
repeal it
you
before
out as a liar right now, you spinning ball motherfucker.
I am
I'm
not a
calling
spinning
you
ball,
out.
you liar.
You're spinning on a
You are a
fucking
liar.
ball.
I am not a spinning
You're
ball.
on a ball. I'm
No, I
calling
am not a
you out,
baller.
you
Quit
fucking
lying.
cunt.
Quit lying.
I'm
Quit
calling
lying.
you out, Jimmy Von Helton. That's what I'm doing. I'm calling you out because you're lying. Give me the bird all you want. You know you're a liar. You put your faith in some man. You put your faith in a man. You don't
Just how do you propose we fight the elite?
put your faith in the
How do you
creator.
propose we fight him?
You don't
How do
put
you
your...
propose? No, you're the one saying
You
you
ain't got
the
no
fucking
guard.
answers.
You know what?
So how do we
Fuck
fight
you.
the elites?
Fuck you,
How do
Van
we do it?
I'm
How
gonna
do
go
we do
out
it,
my
sweetheart?
yard.
Give me
I'm
the
gonna
fucking
go
answer.
get me
You're
some
so much
berries.
goddamn smarter than everybody else, so give me the fucking answer. How do we fight against these elite bastards? How do we do it? Give me the fucking answer right now.
Well, your answer is
Give
by
me the answer.
Your answer is by
Yeah,
voting
you ain't got
another
one.
fucking
You don't
elite
have a
into the
fucking answer.
goddamn.
All you want to
Oh
do is
my
bitch.
God.
You ain't got
You're a
no answer.
dumbass. You're a dumbass.
I've got Newt Gingrich on
Yeah, run
my
up
video
your ass where you
saying
want
that
him.
Trump
Fuck
is
you
not
in the
part of these
butt.
elite bastards.
Newt
He's
Gingrich
actually
up your
somebody
fucking
different that
butthole.
can actually get in
Put
there
it all
and
in
make
him.
real change.
Oh, you're a
But you don't want change. You want the same old, same old. You want the fucking Barry bullshit and the fucking Hillary bullshit. You don't want real change.
You're a
If you wanted real change, you would support this man. Hey.
All right, folks. We're going to discuss transgenderism, and we're going to get to the facts. And because I believe that there's some major problems with it, and we're going to discuss the facts behind it, and we're going to expose it for what it is. Because currently, transgenderism has no oversight, no watchdog groups, no nothing to rein it in, and I believe it is completely and totally out of control. There's close to 1,000 different genders now, supposedly, which is ludicrous in the face of biological fact, but we're going to get into that too. But yeah, it needs to be reined in, man, it just does. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
I've been utilizing the Elder Scroll to bring down dark forces that are arrayed against us as I get their names. Now, see, the problem is I gotta have the name. I gotta have the name of the entity in question. But the ones that I do know, I have been using their names, and I have been bringing them down. I have been, casting them to outer darkness where they belong. See, you gotta understand, those of you that know what those of you that are theists, understand that, demons and evil spirits, they don't belong in this plane of existence. They're not supposed to be here, all right? And so I'm just basically putting them back where they belong, because they don't belong here. They belong in outer darkness. That's where they belong. They don't belong here. And so that's what I do. I basically use the scroll to cast them back into outer darkness where they belong. And as I find the names of these particular entities, then that's exactly what I do. Now, I have done research on this Charlie thing. And, the Charlie thing, believe it or not, is actually well known here locally in my area. And my understanding of the Charlie thing is that it started out as some kind of thing on the internet, and it involves in placing pencils across one another to form kind of like a tic-tac-toe type thing, and that it's kind of similar to a Ouija board type deal where you're trying to invoke some kind of spirit or entity. And the problem is, though, is that when they used Charlie down here, it wasn't an internet joke, because it invoked a real live Charlie that had been deceased here locally in this area, and he was not a nice guy.
Does your daughter know that, Charlie? What does your daughter think about that, Charlie? Huh? Does she know? Did you tell her that part? Oh, you conveniently left that part out, didn't you, Charlie?
Alrighty. So what have we seen and heard? We've seen and heard that there's absolutely no scientific or biological data to suggest that transgenderism is legitimate. None. Zero. Nothing. So if you are a supposed transgender person, well, you've been played. You've been had. You have been manipulated. And you need to figure out what you're going to do from there, because it's a clear fraud. Alright? You have been lied to. You've just been flat out lied to. Now, what is going on with this? What is all this transgender stuff about? I believe that the elite families are using transgender to destroy the West. I mean, think about it. If you don't even know what your gender is, you're less likely to have children. You're less likely to create a stable family. You're less likely to do anything. Hello? Okay, so yeah, I believe this is a tool of the elites to destroy the West, because face it, folks, the West is the only real threat that the elites have. Russia poses no threat to Rockefeller and Rothschild, or Russia would have done something by now. So they pose no threat to them. China poses no threat to them, or they would have done something. Okay, so nobody poses a real threat to these 13 elite families, Rothschild, Rockefeller, Morgan, Carnegie, Vanderbilt. Nobody poses a real threat to these people, except for the West. You know, some little pygmy in a mud hut in the middle of the Congo don't give two fucks about who Rockefeller or Rothschild is, do they? No, they could care less. Okay, so the West is really the only enemy they face, and so they want to destroy the West, and they do that by allowing Islam to come in, and then by also, at the same time, promoting all this transgender bullshit. And it is bullshit. You heard the lady. There is no scientific evidence to support transgenderism. None. Zero. You've been played. Deal with it. So, now they're saying there's over 1,000 genders. Oh my God. That just flies in the face of basic biology. No, male, female equals child. Okay? That's basic biology. It's always been basic biology. It always will be basic biology. There are two genders, male and female. Male and a female produces a child. That's common knowledge, common sense. Okay, but they want to destroy common knowledge and common sense. They want to destroy basic biology. All right? And so, my question would be, how many Rockefellers do you know that are gay or transgender? Name one. How many Rothschilds do you know that are gay or transgender? How about Vanderbilt? How about Warburg? How about J.P. Morgan's family? How about Carnegie's family? How about Soros's family? How about the Koch brothers' family? And know anybody that's transgendered in any of those elite families? Anybody? Yeah, none, do you? Not even a homosexual, I don't believe. I've never heard of one. I mean, now I'm sure in some obscure country somewhere there might be a Rockefeller hiding that's homosexual, but as far as I know right now, they're all straight. As far as I know, they're all married, too. But yeah, this is serious. This gonna blow your mind. This is totally gonna blow your mind, and I think swift action's gonna need to be taken. I mean, for real, right? No joke. No joke. Anyway, let's get into it. It's like when the Catholics bring out a big old fucking statue of the sun, the yellow ball in the sky, and they place it on the table. I know you Catholics have seen that ceremony 1,000 times. Well, what do you think they're doing there? That ain't a bust of Jesus they're bringing out. No, it's a representation of the sun, the yellow ball in the sky. They bring it out and they put it on the table. I know you Catholics have seen it because I've seen it. I've seen it. Well, who are they talking about? They're talking about Jesus? No. Talking about that yellow ball in the sky. When you go to Bethlehem, where Jesus was allegedly born, what do you see on the floor? You see a big image of the sun, S-U-N, the yellow ball in the sky. It's made out of metal, even, so it can't be destroyed. Alrighty, folks. As you can see, I'm wearing my protective garb again because this may have implications other than what's on the surface. What am I talking about? Well, it appears that bombs were sent to CNN, George Soros, Clinton's, and just a whole host of other people on the left. Well, we're going to discuss that because this is important. This is worthy of an investigation. And it's very serious. It's very serious. That's why I've got my protective shit on. I've got all this protection on me because this is some serious shit. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Folks, I will be wearing the cape because I will be casting a spell to stop the invasion. So I will be wearing a cape. I may do a video on it, I may not. But one thing's for sure, I'm going to get in the backyard, I'm going to put all my regalia on, and I will be casting a spell to stop this horde, which is mostly made up of communists, by the way, from coming into my country. Okay? I served in the Cold War, I don't believe in communism, and I sure as fuck don't want it taking over my country. Sorry about your luck. I will be doing what I can. I will not be harming anyone. Okay? Get that clear. I will not be harming anyone. Okay, so all you guys just, rubbing your hands together. Oh, goody, goody, goody. God's going to kill people. No, no, no. All I'm going to do is use the winds of the gods to blow them back to their own country again, where they're, where they need to take back their country, right? I mean, they don't need to be coming here. There is 100,000 gangbangers and 250,000 of them. Why didn't they rise up and take their damn country back? That's my question. Well, Vaughn, they're unarmed. It doesn't matter. Dude, if you got 10 guys and one guy with a gun, you beat the shit out of the guy and take his gun away. Hello? I got a Patreon link down there. I'm a disabled American vet. If you want to help the vets out, help me out, see my Patreon link below. $1 is fine, $10 fine, $20, $50, whatever you can give, it doesn't matter. Even if it's just $1, every little bit helps. Support us, disabled vets. It really helps.
And Fox News still has not played any of my YouTube videos.
Fake bombing. I mean, it's so obvious too. Anybody can figure this out. Anybody would be able to figure out that nobody's home during midterm elections. They're out campaigning for people. The would-be bomber would be literally wasting his time. Okay? Unless the bombing, or attempted bombing, or fake bombing, or false flag, or whatever you want to call it, is a diversion for something far more sinister going on over here. You follow me? And that's what has me concerned. Because that is what's probably going on. This is a diversion. This is a tactic. This is something to get us looking over here while they're doing something sinister over here. Okay? That's what I think might be going on. And so I'm going to investigate it. I'm going to find out. I'm going to do some digging, due diligence, all that good shit. Because, there may be something more afoot here than we realize.
I'm going to put you on blast this morning. Good morning to you, ladies. I'm going to put you on blast this morning. Have you thought about this? Listen to me carefully. Have you thought about this? Got these illegal women pregnant out to here, coming across our border. As soon as they plant their foot on American soil, oh, it's an American. It's got rights. We got to let it live. It's got to. We got to bring in the in-laws and bring in my husband and bring in my family and. But if you get pregnant, it's a piece of tissue, it's a blob of flesh, it's an embryo, it's a zygote. We need to go down to the abortion clinic and kill it. Have you thought about that? The illegals' baby is an American, and your baby is nothing but scrap made for the trash. Don't shout me down when I'm preaching good, ladies. You know I'm telling the truth. When they say, well, Vaughn, why? Why would they do this? I tell you why, because they want to replace your happy ass. That's why. And I got Latino friends. I got Latino friends, and they come to me all the time. I got Latino friends coming to me all the time. Well, them's my homeboys, Vaughn. They wouldn't do that. Listen, they're not your homeboys, okay? You come here to be an American. You're not Mexican anymore. You come here to be American. Or you're not Cuban anymore. You come here to be an American. Or you're not Chile or Uruguay or Argentina. No, you're an American now, okay? These are not your homeboys. And they're coming here to steal your jobs, steal your homes, even steal your women if they can get them. You say, oh, Vaughn, you're full of shit. No, I'm not either. I'm telling the truth, man. I'm speaking truth to you now. They're not your homeboys. They're your enemy.
You are an American now. You need to act like an American. You need to love the country. You need to guard yourself and guard others, okay? But I wanted to get this out because it just kind of, you know, it gnawed at me, you know? It gnawed at my brain. So anyway.
Alrighty. The little red, excuse me, the little red sign says we are live, we are live, we are live, and it is so. It is supper time. And so I'm having some pizza from Hunt's Brothers Pizza down here. And I'm having a slushy. Got to use a spoon on it though, because can't really put it through a straw. So I'm going to use a spoon. So we got a slushy. And we got a pizza. And somebody told me, said, said, Bob, said the best way to stick it to the trolls is to show them that you're doing well. And I couldn't agree more. Because they tried to ruin me financially. They run off all my subscribers, all my customers, on my computer job, ran off all my donators, ran off anybody that was helping me financially. Folks, I had to put stuff under different names just to start getting some income coming back in. Isn't that sad? So it is now more important than ever for you to give me your financial support so that I can keep putting out relevant content that you need. I was the only one, folks, the only one that mentioned that it was the Muslim Brotherhood that did the Las Vegas massacre. I was the only one. There was nobody else. Everybody else was saying, oh, it's some white dude. Well, we found out the white dude is still alive and back to playing poker again. So it wasn't a white dude, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I was the only one. And of course, YouTube tried to ban me over it too, didn't they? You know, once you expose the dark underbelly of Islam, these social media entities get really pissed off for some reason. I don't know why. But anyways, the point is that I'm sick as a dog, and there is no financial support from either YouTube or VidMe now, because both of them are going down in flames. So, now more than ever, I need your financial support, folks, and I will keep cranking out good stuff. You know, I need your support. The links are down below. For one-time gifts, leave it at PayPal, and for monthly gifts, you can leave those at Patreon. And I really, really do need your support in order to continue. I'm not bullshitting there. You say, well, Bon, you know, money's tight right now. Dude, I know. That's why I'm asking, because I know money's tight, you know. That's exactly why I'm asking. I got to keep the lights on, too, you know. And I've got some help coming, but that help is still a month or more away, so I'm going to need your help right now. A couple $100 sure would be a big help for me right now. So, anyways, I don't mean to sound like I'm e-begging, because that's what the haters are. Oh, he's e-begging again. Well, I wouldn't be on here if I didn't need it, okay? I wouldn't be asking if I didn't sincerely need your help. You know, I've got to keep the lights on, got to pay the bills, got to keep my internet going, that sort of thing. So, until my financial wherewithal arrives, which, like I said, isn't for another month or so, I'm going to need your help. I really am. So, any gift of any amount is fine. Of course, I want to remind you that if you give $1, the fees are over $1, so you basically won't be giving me anything. You'll basically be giving me a negative number, so you might want to make it at least $5. That way, at least I get something out of it, okay? Because I think the fee is like $1.30 something or whatever. So please at least give $5. That way, at least I get a little bit out of it, okay? All right, that's going to do me. I don't want to belabor the point. Y'all have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow, and hopefully I will get over this cold. Have a wonderful day, people. Bye-bye.
Come on now. Don't do the crying thing, okay? I can't deal with that. Alright, don't do the crying thing. Now listen to me, alright? Y'all ain't been taught what it is to be an American. Okay? I'm gonna tell you what it is to be an American. I want you to listen to me. Because you ain't been taught this. All the generation growing up ain't been taught this. I'm gonna tell you what it means to be an American. First thing about Americans is that we don't quit. We don't quit. Ever. It's not in our vocabulary. Alright? We do what it takes to win. You mentioned football. Alright? There you go. Prime example. Americans love a winner. They hate a loser. Alright? We want to win. And they may tell you, oh, you can't take the test again. Well, I'm here to tell you that's BS. You go in there, you take the test again. Alright? And when you take these classes, and that college professor's up there spewing that the moon is made out of green cheese, you write that shit down. Professor says moon is made out of green cheese. Ain't a damn bit of truth to it, but you write that shit down, because when you take the test, he's gonna expect you to say the moon is made out of green cheese. You get it now? It's a game. It's a system, and you can beat the system. You can beat it, and you beat it by doing whatever that communist piece of crap up there in front of the lectern says. All right, you write that shit down. Whatever he says, you write it down. Ain't a damn bit of truth to it, but you write it down anyway, and then when you take the test, you write that shit on the test so that you can get a passing grade, and you can get out here, get you a nice six-figure income working in some office or some high-rise somewhere, making you decent living. All right? Because that's the key, man. That's the key. All right? See, anyway, getting back to the Americans. All right? See, getting knocked off the horse ain't the problem. The problem is whether you lay on the ground screaming, "Oh, woe is me," or you get back on the horse and you try again. Alright? Look at me. Am I anybody special? Not really. And I'll tell you a secret. When I was in elementary school, I didn't get that good grades. Alright? I was getting D's, even got a few F's. You know what it was? It wasn't the fact that I wasn't smart. I knew more about paleontology than any elementary kid did. It wasn't that I wasn't smart. It was that I was bored out of my freaking skull. Alright? So when you get your college courses, when you take college courses, get shit that you like. Get stuff that interests you. If you're big into plants, take botany courses. If you're big into animals, take marine life. Take veterinarian training. Take shit that you're going to enjoy talking about, thinking about, working with. Okay? Because if all else fails, you can take something that you like and make it into a business for yourself and not even have to worry about dealing with the man no more. Okay? That's what I did. I took something that I enjoyed, made it into my business. Now, am I rolling in dough? No, but I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. And if I can make it, you can make it. See, I look white, but I'm technically a red man. I'm mostly Cherokee Indian, alright? And there wasn't a lot of people giving me a lot of hope, alright? But I made it anyway. And if I can make it, anybody can make it. So, don't be crying on me now. You get up, you take that test again, you tell them whatever cockamamie story they want to hear. Doesn't matter how dumb or stupid it is. Everybody knows that them guys is leftist to the core. We all know it. They ain't nothing to get about it. It's a game. It's a system. And you can beat the system. You beat the system by giving them whatever little stupid answer they want. Just make sure you write that shit down, and then spew it back to them when the test comes. You'll be just fine. You'll get you a decent grade, and then you can go out and get you a nice job, man, and live a decent life, man. But don't be extravagant on me now. You know, live within your means. Don't go out here and get everything the eye sees. I know there's a lot of shit out there that people want, myself included. But we gotta live within our means. You pay your bills first, then you get your groceries, then you take the rest of the money, you put it in the bank, or T-bills or something like that, you know, invest that shit, whatever. You know, put your money away for in case, in case God forbid something happens and you need to go to the hospital or some shit, you'll have some money, okay? But don't quit, man. Don't quit. You can do it. You can beat the system. If I can beat the system, I know you can. Alright, you're intelligent. Alright? Get back on the horse. Alright. See, as some of you know, I'm working on becoming the Sorcerer Supreme, a master of the mystic arts. Hopefully one of the most powerful sorcerers in America. And in my pursuit of that, certain things have occurred. Every spell, every incantation, everything that I've done up to this point has worked flawlessly, 100%, except when it comes to women or money. For some reason, those spells are not working, and I don't know why. But I have an idea. I received this as a gift. Alright, I received this as a gift. And it kept breaking on me. In fact, there's pieces falling off of it right now. For some reason, it keeps coming, it keeps fraying. Okay, notice the pieces here. It keeps fraying. And I'm like, that's odd, because this is to protect me, but yet it keeps coming apart. Why? Well, I have a theory. See, I found out that the person that made this is hanging out with the trolls, haters, and naysayers. So who's to say that something couldn't have been put on this to hinder me from getting a woman or getting financial relief? And that's why the gods kept making it come apart. It's a theory, I don't have any concrete proof of it. The only concrete proof I have is that the person that made this is indeed hanging out with the trolls, haters, and naysayers. So, what I have done is I ordered me one in my colors, no less. So I can get it off of here. There we go. So there's mine. In my colors, red and black. And so I'm going to wear that one. And we're going to see what happens. You know, I'm not accusing this person of anything, but we're going to discuss what a hate video is. We're going to say what it is, and how you can do your part to stop it. So, without further ado,
surprise! Surprise, surprise, Sergeant Carter. Oh, what a few days have made, I'll tell you. It has been an interesting experience these last few days, that's for sure. No question about it. By the way, this is real crushed velvet, just in case you're wondering. So, yeah, real crushed velvet, not imitation, motherfuckers. Alright, anyway. But yeah, we got a few things to discuss, and we're going to discuss those few things right now. So, say it with me, class. Let's get into it.
It's wonderful because I've now been enlightened. I'll go to the garage, I'll get my chemistry set back out, and by God, I'm going to make blood, I'm going to make love, I'm going to make human beings, I'm going to make amoebas, I'm going to make I'm going to be able to make all kinds of groovy shit, man. This has enlightened me. My mind has been expanded. I'm going to be able to just go back here, get my chemistry set. Even though I've worked with chemicals for damn near 20 years, my mind has been blown. You guys have just so greatly impressed me that now I can just go back. I'll get my proteins, my amino acids, my
Hey, buddy.
my carbon.
What are the four nucleic bases that make up DNA?
God, now have me a living being before you know it. I will make
buddy.
headlines. I will make headlines.
Hey, buddy.
Ron Helton creates new life.
All right.
Well, if you want to do that, you might want to know some things first. What are the four nucleotide bases that make our DNA?
You know what? I'll spray some loud twinkle on my
I will figure this out. I mean, it's just a bunch of chemicals, right? So I'll figure it all out. It's just a bunch of chemicals. Surely after mixing a few chemicals together, I should figure the shit out.
Vaughn, all you gotta do is just take a bunch of chemicals, put them in a bag, and shake it for a million years, and it'll come out.
There you go, man. That's it. That's the shit.
Guys,
I've even got a shaking machine. That shakes my chemicals for me.
Right.
I don't even have to shake them. I can put it on the machine, and it'll sit there and shake the shit out of that stuff, man.
Do you understand?
Getting wintertime back to normal because, you know, my birthday hasn't even hit yet. My birthday is October 24th. I hope you all will sign up to my Patreon on my birthday. That would sure be nice. That would be a really nice gesture. Anyways, but yeah. So, massive cold front come in. And we literally went from 90 degrees to 40 degrees within a matter of just an hour or two. Literally. I mean, it was crazy. And I could just imagine if people hadn't been watching the Weather Channel and knew it was coming. I mean, because, I mean, you know, you're out there in shorts and a t-shirt, right? And then all of a sudden, bam, 40 degrees. It's like, holy shit, you know. But that was interesting. Now, as for the garb I'm wearing here, there's a reason I'm wearing it, because the trolls and haters were under the impression that my daughter's magical cape was mine. And I basically trolled the trolls. And even one of their own said that I was trolling him. He said, no, don't fall for it, he's trolling you, Yes, I was. Any moron could have seen that was for my daughter. It's too damn small. It was for my daughter. But, you know, keeping up appearances, I just let it ride, you know, to see what would happen. And sure enough, man, they bought it hook, line, and sinker. So, but no, this is my robe, obviously. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to wear something that is like 10 sizes too small. I mean, come on. It was obvious it was for my daughter. Any moron could have figured out that was for my daughter. But see, these trolls, they hate me so much, and they despise me so much that they actually believe that was mine. Now, it was mine in the sense that I bought it, but I conveniently left out the fact that I bought it for my daughter. Because I figured, you know, common sense people with a brain would be like, well, now it's too small for him, so he's obviously wearing it in honor of his daughter, right? No, not according to the trolls. No, by God, that was mine. It didn't belong to my oldest daughter at all. No, had to be mine. You know, it's sitting over there, by the way. That's my daughter's, man. It's for Halloween, you fucks. I mean, nobody could put two and two together and figure out that Halloween was coming. I guess not. Now, you know, one could argue whether this is for Halloween or if this is for real, but one thing's for sure. Let me see your fucking hats! I could do that now, see, because I got the robe, you know. Remember Ozzy Osbourne on stage? He'd come out with a robe and he would raise his hands in the air. Let me see your fucking hats! Remember Ozzy doing that shit all the time? Yeah. So I can do that now, man. I can do that shit now. But yeah. No, I mean, any moron could have seen that was obviously not mine. It was too damn small. And I think I even said in the video, hey, this is too small, you know, to kind of give them a hint. And only one troll, one fucking troll said, guys, don't fall for it, he's trolling you. I was. I was indeed. I wanted to see just how far these stupid fucks would go. Well, despite what their eyes were showing them, they went on ahead and assumed that it was for me. Now, I did buy it. Oh, yes, I did buy it. But did I buy it for me or my daughter? Obviously, I'm not going to buy something 10 sizes too small for me. Hello? Only one troll got it, though, which was kind of amazing. That's pretty sad, actually. It's pretty sad.
I'm a disabled American vet. If you want to help the vets out, help me out, see my Patreon link below. $1 is fine, $10 fine, $20, $50, whatever you can give, it doesn't matter. Even if it's just $1, every little bit helps. Support us, disabled vets, it really helps.
Okay, and,
anyway, that's
and
all.
To me it looks like shit, but the gods love it, so I mean, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, many Wiccans will tell you, and pagans will tell you, that it doesn't have to look perfect. It doesn't have to be, you know, so-so. In fact, the more raw looking, quote-unquote, that it looks, the better. You know, Wiccans will tell you especially, you know, you don't want this big fancy staff, because if you have a big fancy staff, chances are you probably ain't the real deal any damn way. Because most Wiccans and sorcerers and whatnot will tell you, no, you want a staff that's rough looking, you want a staff that looks like it was made by a 3-year-old.
Does your daughter know that, Charlie? What does your daughter think about that, Charlie? Huh? Does she know? Did you tell her that part? Oh, you conveniently left that part out, didn't you, Charlie?
Oh yeah, I'm semi-retired. That's exactly what that means. That is exactly what that means. I am on fixed income. I get benefits from the government, yes, but they are a very paltry amount. And I don't get a check. I don't know where the fuck you stupid idiots think I'm getting a check from. I don't get a check. I get assistance. That's it. Okay? If I was getting a check, you know, things might actually be better, but no, I don't get a check. In fact, us guys usually don't get shit from welfare. It's usually the women that do well on welfare. Us guys usually don't get jack shit except a hard time. In fact, when my boy was found to be disabled, the first thing that welfare did was cut my damn food stamps. Folks, I hear it all the time. Literally all the time. Oh, the Crusades, how horrible were the Crusades. The Crusades this, the Crusades that. If the Crusades hadn't happened, Islam wouldn't have went out and slaughtered billions of people. It was all the Crusades' fault, you understand. You know, I've actually had that told to me. That the Muslims went out and slew people because of the damn Crusades. No, I think somebody's got their history screwed up. The Muslims went out and slaughtered people, and the Crusades were a response to it. But anyway, I have heard that, you know, I've actually been told that, yeah, the Muslims had a right to slaughter millions of people because of the damn Crusades, you know. Because the Crusades were just so evil, right, guys? I mean, I hear it all the time, over and over and over. And I'm getting sick of it, up to here. So we're going to find out just how evil the Crusades were, just how deadly the Crusades were. Because I've got proof. I've got something to put in your face that you can't refute it because it's accurate. And number two, it's in your face, therefore you must admit that it is legit. You know? And hopefully it is something you will retain, so that when somebody does come up to you, you can laugh at them, because that's the whole point. We're going to make sure that anybody that ever brings up the Crusades again is going to get nothing but laughed at, okay? That's the goal here. All right. So, now that we have the parameters identified, let's get into it. All right, folks. True to my word. There it is. Nazi planes falling out of the sky over Los Angeles. And according to the article, this is not the first Nazi plane to fall. There was one that fell back in 2017. So what the hell's going on? Well, the information on the story is very sketchy as to who the pilot is. You know, is he a cosplay type person? Is he a World War II historian? Is he an actual Nazi? Could this have been CERN sucking a World War II aircraft right out of the damn sky into our reality by mistake? Well, the possibility is there. Remember my Earth Prime video? Yeah, so the possibility is there. There's an infinite number of multiverses. Okay, an infinite number of possibilities. And who's to say that CERN didn't grab a hold of this plane and literally suck it into our reality? It's entirely possible, according to the multiverse and string theory. Now, for those of you that don't know what string theory is an actual scientific thesis concerning the multiverse. And science was perfectly happy talking about the multiverse and string theory until string theory actually proved the existence of a deity. And now, you know, all of science is, oh, that string theory shit's bullshit. You know, when just prior to that, oh, string theory is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Well, as soon as it, you know, gave the possibility for God, well, we got to dump that shit in the fucking trash heap. So that's exactly what science did. You'll notice you don't hear anything about multiverse or string theory today, except from people like me and other people that are remarking on what CERN is doing. Prior to that, though, oh, science was a buzz. Oh, string theory is the greatest thing, the multiverse, great thing, you know. Then it leaked out, oh, hey, this shit might actually prove the existence of God. Let's sweep it under a fucking rug somewhere. And that's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did. Stop talking about it in total. Nobody talks about it. All right. But anyway, so in this infinite number of multiverses, CERN could have literally grabbed a World War II aircraft, flung it into our reality, where obviously it's not gonna stay up. It's gonna crash, which it did. It crashed. But, you know, like I said, there's absolutely no information being sent out by the pilot at all, at least not at this moment. So who knows? You know, could it really be a plane from World War II that somehow got sucked into a vortex? Remember the story, folks, about Flight 19, which was some World War II TBF Avengers who were flying near Bermuda and got sucked into the Bermuda Triangle. And one of the last things they said on the radio was, "Don't come after us. It looks like extraterrestrials." And that was the last conversation we ever heard from Flight 19. They literally disappeared without a trace.
So, it looks like I'm going to have to deal with the trolls by myself. So be prepared for a knock on the door by me. Okay, you're going to be facing me. And I ain't going to be playing, and I ain't going to be laughing. Because when I get done, there won't be anything left. Okay? You'll never get on the internet again, I guarantee you when I get done. Doctor's license, come up here from Tennessee and risk your... Have you noticed everybody's coming out of Tennessee? Have you noticed that? Red Cross is out of Tennessee. Dr. Del Mundo's out of Tennessee. Southern Raven's out of Tennessee. Now, since everybody has blown me off, I'm coming after you myself. I will find out. There has to be somebody that knows how to get your information. You trolls, you haters on Delphi and YouTube and whatever. I'm going to find out where you live. I'm going to knock on your door. And we're going to handle matters our way. Because the police don't want to help me. District Attorney don't want to help me. State Police don't want to help me. FBI don't want to help me. Now, I still have a couple things I'm doing. I'm trying, but that's dealing with CPS. I ain't dealing with the trolls. Because I'm actually going after CPS as well. Because, you know, CPS needs to get some payback.
My life is ruined! My wife's life is ruined! My children's lives are ruined! You've destroyed everything that cares anything about me and anything that I care about! Why? Why in the fuck did you do this to me for? What evil did I do to you to deserve for you to destroy my marriage and my family? What in the fuck did I do to you assholes to destroy my family? What did I do to you? Tell me what evil I did to you to deserve you running my wife into the arms of another man. What was it? What was that evil thing that I did to you to deserve this shit? What was it? Tell me. Answer the fucking question.
Okay.
Shut up, everybody. I want to hear an answer. I want an answer.
Okay. Take a deep breath, Ron, okay? I'm sorry this is
Take a deep breath, my ass. Take a deep breath, my ass. This isn't funny. She's with another man because of you assholes. She's with another man because of you assholes.
Vaughn,
I want an answer, goddammit.
Vaughn, I'm your friend, okay?
I don't think any of you are my goddamn friends.
Well,
I don't think any of y'all. If you were, you'd have told my wife, don't leave your husband and your children. Get your ass back home where you belong.
I would have.
You should have never left.
I would have had I known.
Instead of going into the arms of another man, sitting there talking to my wife on Facebook behind my back, sitting there telling her, your husband's no good, your husband ain't gonna amount to anything, you need to leave here and go get you another man.
I know, Ron.
Well, what do you think she's gonna do? Of course she's gonna listen. Because you sit there and drilled it in your head, year after year after year after year, that her husband is no good. Of course she's gonna fucking leave.
I know. Listen, Ron. Listen to me.
Listen to me, my ass. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this shit.
Alright, so you're gonna blame me, controlling me for what happened?
I don't know who to blame. I don't care who's to blame. All I know is that if you guys were human beings, you would contact my wife and you would tell her, you would try to get that junk out of her head that you put in there. You would try to get it out of her head and tell her, honey, we were wrong. We were wrong to tell you to leave your husband. Please go back to your husband and stop this shit before you end up going to jail. When she gets on that witness, shut up, everybody. When she gets on that witness stand and she tells all the fucking lies that you assholes have put into her head, she's going to jail for perjury. The judge will throw her ass in jail. Everybody down here knows who I am. You guys are right about that. Everybody down here knows who I am. They also know that I'm old-fashioned. I don't believe in hitting women. They also know that I'm an upstanding citizen and that I would never break the law. Everybody down here knows that. So when she gets on the witness stand and tells him all that bullshit that you put in her head, that I'm beating on her, that I'm threatening her life, that she's in fear for her life, when she gets on that witness stand and says that shit, the judge is going to look right at her and say, you have committed perjury. He's going to call for the bailiff. They're going to put the cuffs on her, and she's going to jail. Because every swinging dick down here knows that I never hit women. It's not in my nature. I'm old-fashioned. I don't believe in hitting women. And when she gets on the stand and starts that shit, the judge is going to throw her ass in jail for perjury. And you know it, and I know it. Now you get on, if you got a way to contact her,
I
you
don't
tell
have a
her
way to
to get her ass back home to her family.
Calm down here.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
You're gonna wake the kids.
Shut up!
Calm down.
I ain't waking the kids. They're way the fuck back there in the other end of the trailer. Now you listen. Shut up! I said, shut the fuck up. Now you listen to me. When the 12th gets here, and we go into that courtroom, I'm going to get temporary custody of kids. You all know this. There's not a doubt about that. If the judge was going to give her the kids, he would have given her the kids back in February when we walked through that court. And you all know it. He never did. All right? Everybody down here knows me and her. We've been in the fucking courtroom so many goddamn times. They know us on a first-name basis. Now, she's not getting the kids. On the 12th, she's not getting the kids. They will be given to me. All right? Here's the problem. The problem is that on the 12th, if she's not willing to reconcile, the divorce will go forward. At minimum, she could see $700 a month. At minimum. She don't have it. And when she can't pay it, what do you think's going to happen to her? She's going right back to fucking jail again. Okay? That's the truth. Shut up! Shut up, all of you. That's the truth. Shut up! I don't give a fuck about your opinions. If you guys hadn't stuck your goddamn nose in my personal business, none of this shit would be happening. Now, you listen to me. You're going to put her in jail, and God only knows what's going to happen to her. She could be killed. She could, I mean, who knows? I don't even know. Okay, you have ruined her life. You have literally told her to leave her husband, to leave her children, and to go out here and be with another man that, for all I know, might be holding her against her will. When she called my mother and wanted to speak to the kids, she only was able to talk for like about 2 seconds, and then he snatched the phone out of her hand and hung it up. Mom wasn't even allowed to get 2 words in edgewise.
If she can't talk to your mother, how is she going to talk to us, Vaughn?
You're not listening.
I'm willing to help you.
You're not listening. Willing to help my ass. You are not, you lying whore. You have no...
That's it. I'm done with you.
You have no intention to help me.
You're pathetic.
You lying fucking ass.